What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Got an interesting video for you guys today. Right now I'm in a completely new country that I've never been to. First new country of 2024, and I got some good valuable information to share with you guys. So I am in Asuncion, Paraguay right now. For those of you who don't know where Paraguay is or have never heard of Paraguay, the country, it's a country in South America, the continent of South America, and it borders Bolivia, Brazil, and Argentina. It's a landlocked country in the South American continent, but I think it's a underrated, hidden gem kind of a country to check out. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I wasn't expecting to experience in Asuncion, Paraguay, and 5 things that stood out to me, 5 things that I wasn't aware of prior to coming to the country of Paraguay. Before we start the video, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more entertaining and informative videos regarding my travels throughout the world and places that you may want to travel to in the future. Hit the like button before you start watching this video because it's going to be a good video. So I've been in Paraguay for a week so far, and I've already experienced a lot, learned a lot regarding this country. But these 5 things are something that I'm sure that you will want to know prior to coming to this country as well. And the number one thing that I wasn't expecting before coming to this country was it's super hot. It is extremely hot. The heat in this country is unlike heat I've ever experienced. Yeah, it's just crazy hot. Words can't describe. It's not like you're in an oven kind of hot. It's not like you're gonna die kind of hot, but it's just really hot compared to other countries in the region, I believe. Like, it's hotter than Colombia. I've never experienced this going to Colombia or Panama or other countries that I've been to, and it's really humid as well. Like, for example, right now at the time of making this video, it's about 5 p.m. January 10th, and it's literally 104 degrees outside right now. The real field temperature, according to my weather app, is 113 degrees. So just imagine that, just being outside in 113 degrees. Like, it's insane. With the humidity of 38%, I don't really go by the percentages. Once it goes like past 50%, I just know it's like extremely humid outside. And the average temperature that I've experienced so far in the country for this past week that I've been here is, 100. It seems to just be 100 degrees every day, or 99, 98, 97, rarely 86. It's usually cooler in the morning times. That's when it's like in the 80s. But throughout the day, it's like high 90s or like hitting that 100 mark. And I've been told that temperatures like these are year round. It's just always hot year round. So be prepared for the heat when you come here, because it will shock you. This is my biggest shock so far, and I'm still adjusting to it. If you're coming here and you're planning on staying in a hotel or Airbnb, any kind of accommodation, make sure it has an air conditioner. Like, I think that's mandatory, just as important as food and water. Like, you got food, water, AC. You need those 3 things to live out here. Yeah, the AC is a lifesaver. I would not still be here if it wasn't for air conditioning. Bonus tip relating to the heat. So before coming to Paraguay, see if you can buy a portable mini fan. So they have these mini battery powered fans that also have a spritz, so where you can turn the fan on and spray water on your face or your body or whatever while the fan is active. Try to get one of those from wherever country you're in right now. So I got mine in the United States from Walmart. I think it was like less than $10, but that fan is a lifesaver. Like, I swear, like, that's another thing you need to have too as well with the AC, food, and water, is a mini fan. At least if you're doing a lot of things outdoors and you want to cool down. This is the fan. So I'm not sure what you Google online, but yeah, just type in portable mini fan. Turns on, battery powered, sprays water on your face. It's amazing. You gotta get one. It's mandatory in this hot weather, especially if you put ice in the little compartment that holds the water and you're just spraying cool ice water on your face, your body. Is just amazing. The ice will probably melt in like 5 minutes out here, but for the time being, it's great. And the heat really makes things difficult to do outside. Like, I noticed since being out here, traveling throughout Asuncion and other neighborhoods outside of Asuncion, that you don't really see a lot of people walking around and doing things outside, doing outdoor activities. And I think it's because it's just too hot. Like, it's too hot to do anything outside. So most people, from what I've been told, they wait until like around 6, 7, maybe 8 p.m. so it gets a little cooler because the sun goes down, and then they start doing their outdoor activities. It's funny too, because a restaurant I went to the other day, restaurant I found online, I go there, and it's no one there. Like they have like an outdoor seating area, but no one sitting down. I thought the restaurant was closed. I'm just walking around the seating area waiting for a waiter to show up, and they show up and they tell me like, yeah, we open the tables, the outdoor eating area, after 6 p.m. because during the day it's just too hot. Like people just don't want to sit outside and eat. And that just gave me the impression like, yeah, most people out here, they wait towards the end of the day to have fun outside and do things like that. So yeah, it's t-shirt weather every day, short weather every day, sunglass weather every day. The sun is super bright as well. Yeah, just keep that in mind. Make sure you have a lot of water with you throughout the day if you're traveling, walking around, anything like that. So the second thing that I wasn't expecting before I came to Paraguay is the ambiance of Asuncion and the ambiance of the neighborhood surrounding the city of Asuncion. Is very calm. It seems like a very calm, tranquil city. I would say the country, but I haven't been throughout the country, but I'm assuming the country should be similar, to its capital city. But yeah, it has a very calm feel to it. Like I've walked through Asuncion, I've walked through another neighborhood called Fernando de la Mora, Villa Mora, another neighborhood that foreigners like to stay in, and it's just calm vibes, like it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a very tranquil place. It's not chaotic. It doesn't have a sense of unorganization to where like just like a bunch of random things going on like some other countries in the region could give you. It's just very cool, almost kind of a boring feel, but I'm sure this could vary depending on what part of the city you're in. But for the most part, when you're just walking around, taking a stroll through the neighborhood, I think you're gonna feel really relaxed, really calm, just cruising. Like you don't hear a bunch of motorcycles zipping up and down the street, like 50 of them at the same time. You don't hear much of that. It has a good level of organization to the city. Even though it's not a developed city, like the infrastructure of the city is not on par with, Western countries or other countries in South America, Latin America. It has a good sense of calmness and uniqueness and tranquilness that I think would be appreciated by foreigners and other people visiting this country. So the third thing I wasn't expecting was the people. The people are super friendly, super helpful, nice. They don't have a sense of arrogance or annoyance for foreigners, or like foreigners asking them questions. They don't have a sense of guardedness like some other countries have, some people from other countries have, like to where they're like looking at a new person, approaching them like, oh, what does this guy want? Or I haven't got that vibe of being guarded, because of course I'm new to the country, so I have to ask people for directions and questions and random stuff, things like that, just so I can learn how to navigate throughout the city. And everyone has been super cool, super helpful, friendly, with a little smile on their face. So yeah, majority of people, not everybody is like that, but most people that I've encountered so far have been really cool. Some people have even said hi to me first, greeted me first, because they see that I'm a foreigner, they see that I'm not from here, obviously. So, they'll say, what's up first, how you doing, todo bien, things like that, which I appreciate, especially when they do it first. They're like welcoming me to the country, so I definitely appreciate that. So you'll be hard pressed to find an angry person out here. And I think there's a underrated benefit for living around people that are generally helpful and friendly and just leave you alone, let you do your own thing, that isn't really noticed in your home country, at least for me in the United States, in New York. When everybody around you is just chilling, just cool, just laid back, I feel that contributes to you being like that as well, as opposed to if you're living in an environment where everybody is upset or stressed, or just the cost of living is higher, people are like struggling to make ends meet. You see that in real life, around those people, and that could potentially negatively affect you in your daily life when you're living in this environment like that. So the fourth thing I wasn't expecting is that I feel pretty safe in Asuncion, Paraguay, which should also not be a surprise to you based off the topics I just touched on previously. I don't get that sense of insecurity that you would normally get from another Latin American country or another country in South America. I don't feel like there's like places I need to avoid. Of course, there's places you shouldn't go to or walk to, just like in any part of the world. But I don't feel like people are plotting on me, or people see that I'm not from here, and you know, they might be thinking about how to take advantage of me, how to rob me. I don't get the sense that there's a lot of thieves. In Spanish, they call them ladrones. I don't think there's a lot of ladrones out here just roaming the streets. And I've done a lot of walking through various neighborhoods in Asuncion. Like I said, I walked through the actual city part of Asuncion, and then the suburb areas like Fernando de la Mora, Villa Mora. Not all of the neighborhoods, of course, but those 3 neighborhoods, I've never gotten a sense that I need to watch my back. So, and that's a great benefit, to where you feel you can just safely walk around and not have to worry about anything. Never felt like I can't use my phone when walking down the street, because of course you got to use Google Maps to know where you're going, especially if you're walking somewhere. So I never felt like I had to watch my back, like when I pull out my phone. Of course, I'm always aware when I'm, you know, pulling out an electronic that's valuable, aware of my surrounding, who's standing next to me, across the street, things like that. But I never felt like it could be a potential danger for using my phone out in public. I do get a lot of stares, of course, because people know I'm obviously not from Paraguay, but they don't seem like stares that have malicious intent. You know, it's just stares of curiosity, like, oh, where did this guy come from? I feel pretty safe here. I almost relate the level of security and calmness of what I've experienced so far, because it's only been a week, but I relate it to how I felt when I was in Panama. I've been to Panama a couple times, Panama City specifically, and Panama City seems like a really safe city. Of course, you avoid the neighborhoods that you're not supposed to go to in Panama City, but the general city area is pretty safe, and I could say the same thing for Asuncion Paraguay. And the final thing that I wasn't expecting, and my favorite thing, is that compared to where you're coming from, I'm assuming you're coming from a Western country, Paraguay is very cheap. Like your dollar or your euro will go pretty far out here. What do I mean by cheap? So food in a grocery store is very cheap. Groceries are very cheap. So far in the week that I've been out here, I've been able to spend like $20 on groceries and get 2 healthy full bags of groceries. Going out to eat by yourself or with another person will be cheaper compared to if you would do the same thing in your home country, in your home city. And let's say I go out to eat, I'm spending no more than $10, $15 maximum, and that's on the high side, but I would say like an average like $8 to $10 or less depending on what you get for lunch. Uber rides are super cheap as well. Like I don't think I'll spend any more than $7 or $8 per Uber ride, but my average Uber ride is like $3, $4, $5. Like it's very cheap compared to where you're coming from. I would say compared to United States, let's say where I'm from, New York City, I think it's about over 70% cheaper of everything compared to New York City. And I haven't been here too long, so my knowledge of apartment rent prices is a little bit limited. I found a good amount of apartments in like the $200 to $300 range, 1-bedroom apartment. Some of them are studios, some of them are not studios, with the bedroom just being their own separate room, $400 at the max. So rent is way cheaper than where I'm coming from, and I'm pretty sure where you're coming from as well. So yeah, those are my 5 things that I wasn't expecting. If I can sum up all those 5 things into like 1 or 2 sentences, I would say that Asuncion Paraguay is just a very calm, chill, tranquil place that's extremely hot, but also very economical. I think you'll enjoy your time here. I think your money will go much farther here. And if you plan on staying here long term, I think you'll be really relaxed and calm. So if you're new to Paraguay, if you're contemplating visiting Paraguay for a short term, long term, to live here, I think it's a good option. I think it's underrated. And I think this country needs to be more well known because it has a lot of factors that foreigners would appreciate. So that's it for this video. Hit the like button if you like the video, comment a question, comment. If you still haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate it, and it supports the channel, and it'll help you see more videos about Paraguay and any other country that I'm planning on visiting in the future. And I'll see y'all in the next video.